as a new fantasy football season comes to a close, there are multiple things that could have gone better. From the first week, we had a tie. A tie. First week. Those things just don't happen all the time. Second week, 4 guys went out with an injury for an injury for the entire season. We had players getting traded in the middle of the year and not being very productive on their new teams. We had 3 first-round picks become droppable within 6 weeks. This stuff just doesn't come around very often. It's almost a fluke of a season. We had collusion amongst our own players throughout the entire thing, throughout our entire league. There was one week where Osagi's backup and Drake's backup were going to be added for their team. I decided that it'd be great to tell Osagi, who had the first waiver order, to pick up the player that Drake wanted as the third, knowing that Drake would assume that Osagi would pick up another player, the better player, first. So Osagi goes ahead, adds the player Drake wants. Drake doesn't add the other player. And somebody else, our other friend, Brian, picks up the number 1 waiver guy fourth. And then we made up a scheme for Osagi to just give haircuts to Brian, so therefore the players could be traded back and Osagi could get the guy he was really going to pick up, the best player. Now Drake doesn't believe this, but this happened. Other things happened. Other players were telling people who to start. That's not fair. That's not their team. This isn't a group effort. A person who scored the second most points in our league did not even make playoffs. And the person who scored the 8th fewest points out of everybody, out of 10 people, is in second seed in the playoffs. We have Mason against Kyle for the championship. Kyle is one of the worst teams in this year. But somehow, some way, this fantasy football fluke season turned out to be an interesting way to end. So, the reason you're all here today is that there needs to be some changes for next season. We already will start with a new commissioner who will take over and will implement many great ideas. They will hopefully bring the league to almost perfection. There are many questions we need answered, and hopefully in this offseason we will get them answered. Like, do we want 2 new players and expand the league to 12 people? Is that too many friends? Will our teams be very bad? We don't know. We can't make everybody happy. Should we change the playoff spot to the tiebreak from head-to-head record or to points? Should we add extra players like punters, extra quarterbacks, an injured reserve spot? Should we up the entry fee to $50 so that the winnings could come out to $300 if you win the league? All of these questions will be answered with change. Hopefully we can deliberate and make the most fair choice and have everybody the happiest we can make it. But if not, we will keep learning from next year. So with all that being said, I just want to say congrats to Kyle and Mason for having a great year. Then I hope to have a better season next year with all my great friends. Thanks, and have a great day.
Thanks and giggle.
I almost said giggle.